What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Sooplex. I know it's weird to see me like this and not like with the shirt and the magnificent video. I'm talking about in widescreen. When's the last time you've seen a Sooplex video in widescreen? I know it's been a while. But if you're on Twitch.tv right now at 10:57 p.m. June 9th, 2025, it's because you're watching this live, and this is actually a VOD on YouTube. But I figured we would go live on Twitch to watch Monday Night Raw. Then once Raw is done, I would do a review for my YouTube page and probably post clips on TikTok and Instagram and shit. But since we're here and we talk about it, I just got off of Monday Night Raw, and man, this was a great show in my opinion. Like, put aside how you guys are feeling right now about Jey Uso and all that stuff. We'll get to it when we get to it. But top to bottom, I thought it was a great show. It was honestly one of the best Raws I've seen in quite some time. I was very excited going to this show. If any of you are following me on Twitch right now, you guys would know that I go live every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I originally was going to be live streaming the Snyder Cut of the Justice League because I'm doing a series right now on my Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, where I review every single DCEU film leading up to leading up to Superman on July 11th. And the thing about that is, it was supposed to be today. We watched the Snyder Cut, but I was like, Money in the Bank ended the way it did. Everything happened. R-Truth is back. Then they started announcing a card. I'm like, listen, Zack Snyder going to have to wait. He's going to have to wait till next week. So we ended up pulling up the Raw, and here we are. If you're watching this right now, you're watching Souplex's first Monday Night Raw review since like January, I think. It's been 6 months since I did a Raw review, and you're seeing it in widescreen. How it was meant to be seen on YouTube, really. For real. So, without further ado, let's get into the review. Now, I'm going to be going back and forth real quick. So, right now, you see me just chatting, but I'm going to go over here real quick, and I'm going to be peeking my head over at Twitch. Now, the reason why I'm peeking my head over at Twitter, guys, if you hear me botch, just know, one take, that's all we're fucking doing. So if you hear the botches stay in. I'm not editing them out. I don't have time to edit them out. It's going up as is. Up on Twitter. The reason why we are up on Twitter right now is because I didn't take notes. I didn't expect to actually do a live review, VOD review of Monday Night Raw up until Raw was happening. Like, this was literally spur of the moment idea. Ooh, I'm watching this show. I'm live. There's people in the chat. Let me actually review the show when it's done. Had I known I was going to do a review before that, I would have took notes, but I said, you know what we're going to do? What's as good as notes as Twitter is? WWE's Twitter is actually pretty good at updating everything as the show goes on, so I feel like this will be a nice refresher. We can go through, watch some clips, you know what I mean? Like, you know, talk about it like that. I think we'll end up making it work. I think people are going to enjoy it this way. I'm doing a lot of talking. I know. Just bear with me again because I'm not used to doing live reviews like this. But let's get into this Raw review, right? So we open up with John Cena, right? So John Cena opens up the show. Now, I was already curious about how they're going to go with the show opening, because there's so much to talk about. There's R-Truth, there's John Cena, there's Gunther, there's all this going on. But John Cena comes out, right? And I'm expecting R-Truth to interrupt John Cena. Given how Money in the Bank ended with John Cena getting, and it's crazy to think that John Cena actually got pinned by Cody Rhodes, because like literally no one's talking about that. Everyone's talking about R-Truth coming back. But R-Truth basically cost John Cena the match. So you would think John Cena would either call out R-Truth or R-Truth would come out. And he did call out R-Truth. He did call out R-Truth in the very beginning. He basically talked about how R-Truth is just a gimmick. R-Truth is this. R-Truth is that. He's not going to waste his time on R-Truth is basically all but what he said. He basically just said he wasn't going to waste his time on R-Truth, which, goddamn, so, you know, like, I mean, he cost you the match. I feel like you should probably want his head on the swivel, but that's just me. Triple H posted this in the middle of the show, too, as if we didn't know R-Truth was already signed. But here's a little clip.
Is a lie. Because you opened your mouth and wasted your energy saving a sideshow comedian whose greatest achievement is pretending to be me.
Hey, He didn't lie, but then he went a little bit deeper. He said, listen, this is how many dates we got at least during WrestleMania. Now we're down to 19 dates. And listen, dog. Listen. I think like a lot of you have slept on the fact that John Cena is going to be here all year, but when the year is done, he's done. So John Cena reminded me that the year is almost done and his time is almost done. Every single time I see this, I'm ready to cry, bro. Like, what you mean? There's only 19 days left. What you mean there's only 19 days left, Cena? Don't do this to me. Don't do this. You can't leave me. You can't leave me. Let John Cena be the special guest general manager for the next 100 years. I'll watch the show. And Cena's like, there's nobody left. There's nobody left for me. And then, who do you know? CM Punk comes out. My eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. Let me not get a copyright claim from In Living Color. That would kind of suck. But John Cena and CM Punk have a good way with words. CM Punk hit John Cena with some pretty cool lines in here, too. As you would guess he should.
Not tonight.
But John Cena's like, I'm going to face you. Not tonight, but at King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. And the crowd booed. I booed because I'm like, God damn, I'm a selfish American. I want everything to happen in America, God damn it. I almost said something real out of pocket, but thank God I didn't say that. They ain't got no clips of what CM Punk said. CM Punk said some dope shit, bro. CM Punk basically, he dropped the line about, it was like a callback to their pipe bomb promo. When CM Punk said, I got a lot of things I want to get off my chest. I was marking out on the inside. He compared John Cena to the New York Yankees, which is a callback to their 2012 promo. It was cool to see them share the ring with each other, and they're going at each other. They're GOATs. It's official. We're going to be getting John Cena versus CM Punk at King and Queen of the Ring on June 28th. It's going to be a fair match. You know, here's the thing. John Cena is at a point in his, you are the dynasty, you're the New York Yankees. Yeah. John Cena is at a point in his career, right? Where if you wanted to say he's washed, I wouldn't say you're wrong. But I wouldn't go that far. I think John Cena can still go. He just can't go at 2015, 2018, or even 2020 John Cena pace. He's working a safer style. You ain't going to see another 30-minute John Cena. Actually, let me not lie. We did see a 30-minute John Cena match at WrestleMania. That was like a 25-minute John Cena match. And he was still in there. He didn't look too gassed. CM Punk, he could still go. You know what I mean? Like, it's not CM Punk of old, but it's workhorse, like grizzled workhorse CM Punk. So I think this could probably be John Cena's best match. Now, how great will it be? Probably not that great. But I think we'll probably have John Cena's best match here. Just wish it was in America. Then we got the announcement of the Queen of the Ring tournament. The brackets. First here we saw Rhea Ripley, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez. Fatal 4-way happening later tonight. They revealed the brackets right here. We'll get to that in a second. Then we also had the announcement for the men's. We had Sami Zayn, Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, and Penta. These three men have been linked with each other since WrestleMania, but that's fine by me. They have really good matches. We'll get into how those matches went in a second. But I know a lot of you were asking me about, who are your predictions to win, Let's at least look at the lay of the land real quick. Before we get into my predictions, we'll get into that towards the end. Let's look at the lay of the land real quick. Okay? So right here, we have the actual brackets for Money in the Bank. For Night of Champions. One take, that's all I'm doing. We have Sami Zayn, Penta, Braun Breaker, Mr. We already went through this. But over here, we have Randy Orton, LA Knight, Aleister Black, and Carmelo Hayes happening probably this SmackDown, right? And the winner is going to face the winner of tonight's Fatal 4-way on Raw. Now, next week, on the SmackDown side, we have Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Andrade, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And on the Raw side, next week, we have Sheamus, Rusev, Bronson Reed, and a mystery opponent. Some people are speculating Roman Reigns. I think that's laughable. If you think Roman Reigns is going to wrestle on Raw this week, next week, and then again on Raw the following week, you're out of your mind. You're out of your goddamn mind if you think Roman Reigns is wrestling on 2 straight Raws, bro. 2 straight Raws, 2020. Yeah, fucking right, bro. Yeah, right. That's some fantasy booking right there that I could get behind. But no, it's not Roman Reigns. The only time we ever see Roman Reigns wrestle on Raw is the first Raw on Netflix. And we are several Raws in Netflix now, so that's a little bit too late for that. Anyway, the women's side. Rhea Ripley, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez. We already know about that. SmackDown side right here. SmackDown. Shit. Hold on. No take. One 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 take. Listen, right? Shit. That's not working. Help. Okay, hold on. Never mind. Forget about it. Hey, we have Jade Cargill, Michin, Piper Niven, and Nia Jax on the SmackDown side. They're going to be facing winners of the Fatal 4-Way to happen tonight. On the SmackDown side next week, we have Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, and Candice LeRae. And then on the Raw side that week, you have Asuka, Stephanie McHare, Raquel Rodriguez, and Ivy Now. I was heated. And the reason why I was heated was because they announced Asuka. Now, if you guys have been watching me for any length of time, that's probably longer than the last year or so when Asuka's been out, you would know that Asuka is one of my GOATs. Like, if you ask me, Sooplex, who are your top 3 favorite women's wrestlers of all time? Number 3, Asuka. Number 2, AJ Lee. Number 1, Mickie James. Asuka is number 3. That's my GOAT. And she is currently the only one of my top 3 GOATs that is wrestling still. So she is the GOAT. She's my GOAT. She's been my GOAT since 2015. I've been repping Asuka for 10 years now. I don't know why they thought, oh, let's just drop idly that Asuka's coming back without actually building up to it, without letting it be a surprise. No, they just dropped it in the fucking announcement of the tournament. I was a little bit upset about that, but I'm happy Asuka's back overall, so I guess we can let it slide because Asuka's actually back now. I guess we could let it slide. What did Adam Pearce asking me? Yeah, make it official. We had Chad Gable versus AJ Styles. Oh wait, put it back right here. Put my webcam back. We had, what the fuck? Okay. Thank you. Just like that. One take, that's all we're doing. AJ Styles versus Chad Gable. It was a okay match. I only watched bits and pieces and paid attention to bits and pieces, I'll be honest with you. I believe AJ Styles won. I think AJ Styles won. It was a match that existed to happen. Then we got into the Fatal 4-Way Women's Queen of the Ring qualifying tournament with Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Raquel. One take, that's all I'm doing. Roxanne Perez and Kairi Sane. Now, this, in my opinion, was a fairly good TV match. Everyone got their offense in. Even Kairi Sane, who I was shocked she got more offense than she usually does. At one point, I almost bought into the illusion that Kairi could win. At one point. I almost did. And is anyone shocked to know that she didn't win? I'm not shocked to know she didn't win. But what do you know? She didn't win. She didn't win. So, Kairi, not only did she not win, but she also didn't get pinned, so I guess that's kind of a good thing that she didn't get pinned. She got thrown out of the ring kind of haphazardly right here, though. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy, though. But the winner of the match... Yeah, that's a clip. Wound up being Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez actually ended up pinning, I believe she snuck pin Rhea Ripley, or did she sneak pin Liv Morgan? Someone can comment and correct me. I don't recall if she pinned Rhea or Liv. They both dress the same, so it's kind of hard to distinguish the two when you don't have notes in front of your face. But Roxanne Perez got the sneak win. She pinned Sane. All right, well, I stand corrected. It was Kairi. Oh, thank you. Thank you, comments. Thank you, Twitch. You guys are the best. She pinned Kairi Sane. I'm going to pretend to be shocked by that. But Roxanne's making it on to the next round. We'll circle back to how I think this tournament should or will go later on. They did a recap of AAA. Also, everybody knows Mr. Iguana was the highlight of the show. Becky Lynch then came out. She called out Lyra Valkyria at first. She was doing her romance stick. I'm the champ. I want Lyra to come out, raise my hand. Lyra started coming out, but then Bayley came out, as you guys can see right here. Bayley came out and started attacking Becky from behind. Now, I don't recall what the beef is with Becky and Bayley. I'm not gonna lie, Bayley's been gone for a minute. I don't recall the beef. I don't recall if she injured her or what happened. She took her out. I think what happened was Bayley must have... No! Okay. I remember. Bayley was injured or taken out of the equation, and then Becky replaced her. And that's how they got to the championship match at WrestleMania with Becky and Lyra versus Liv and Raquel. I remembered it. Look at me. I'm not that old yet. Anyway, Bayley attacked her, sent her running. And Lyra looked pretty confused by this. Like, she didn't know how to feel. Like, she was happy on one hand that Bayley's back. But then she's like, oh God, what did I get myself into? Now, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting, and they're fighting over me. Well, I guess in that sense, she probably should be happy the girls are fighting over her. But I don't know. Who's her real friend? Well, we know it's not Becky, so it's got to be Bayley, right? But then why are you confused? Why you look perplexed? I don't know. Should be interesting developments here. But then, R-Truth.
Oh, God. Wait a second.
Came in the mix, and he cut a pretty good promo. So at first he's like, we did it, guys. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United. He didn't say all that. But he's like, we did it, guys. We brought me back. You guys brought me back. You know, just sucking up to the crowd, saying thank you, all this stuff as we expected. But then
we all love R-Truth.
He did a little U-turn here, which I wasn't expecting.
I love R-Truth, too.
He did a big U-turn here.
R-Truth can be too funny all the time.
Too funny, too reckless, too ghetto. Mr. Killings, do you really know how to play the game? Then tighten up. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway.
I feel different. I feel alive.
Exactly. He said all that R-Truth shit, but it's over with. I'm Ron Killings now. Then he took out the scissors, and he just started stabbing Michael Cole in the eyes. No, he didn't do that. But he took off the scissors, and he starts cutting his hair. He cuts out the locks. Listen, as a black man, ending your lock journey is a big step, or, considerably, it's shedding. Okay, so in the black community, when you cut your locks off, we like to think of it as either shedding your past, letting go of the past. It's the start of a new you, right? In the black community, we think like if you have locks or even just your hair, you know, if you're not somebody who like regularly cuts their hair, like me, I keep my hair pretty long. You guys see it's in like pigtails and shit. Like the day I decide to cut all this off, that's basically like a restart for me. It's like a new day, right? So cutting your locks off when you're on a lock journey, because you guys gotta remember, growing locks, especially if you're black, you understand us. Growing out locks takes to get it to the length of R-Truth has. He's been growing those locks out for years. Like not 2, 3. He's been growing those locks out for maybe like 7, 8 years. My mom has locks, right? Mama Sooplex has locks. She's been growing her locks out, I want to say, since 2018, right? 2018 is when she started growing her locks out. Now, she cuts them. She keeps them here. But it took her like 5 years before they really started to get to the length that they're at now. I remember Suplex had mini locks. I had plaits, not mini locks. But I do think about getting them back in from time to time. Anyway, Truth cut him off. And then he dropped this banger right here. Cut the banger.
Set me free.
The Truth has set him free.
I am Ron Killings.
Yeah.
And nothing but the whole truth. The truth. The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Now put some respect on my name.
Fucking fire, bro. We are so back. We're so back with R-Truth, with Ron Killings, I should say. He didn't call out John Cena in this promo, which I thought was interesting. I thought it was very interesting that R-Truth did not reference, talk about, or call out John Cena. Now, maybe that's coming to... here's the thing. He attacked John Cena, and John Cena called him out earlier this, so I would like to think that their feud is not over yet, right? John Cena is going into a program with CM Punk by the end of the month. But it doesn't mean that we can't get R-Truth versus John Cena at the next Saturday night's main event. It's possible. It's possible. Anyway, it's not over. He did indirectly mention stuff about John Cena. He indirectly, but he didn't call him out by name. Is really what I meant. I didn't see this.
R-Truth.
I'm driving now, and I'm Ron Killings. Put some respect on my name.
Exactly. Put some respect on me. Oh, why did you guys spoil it so fast? Anyway, we got a Fatal 4 match with Penta, Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn. I thought this was a damn good match that these 4 men had. Everyone got their chance to shine. Braun Breaker ran around the ring, did some spears on people. But Braun Breaker actually got intercepted in this match. I don't know if they're going to show it here. Right here. Braun Breaker actually got intercepted right here by LA Knight. The LA Knight, to my knowledge, is a SmackDown guy. So him showing up at Raw was pretty big. Pretty big. And it basically cost Braun Breaker the match because, as you can see right here, Sami Zayn got the win. He's advancing going. He got the pin over... Someone help me out. Over... Someone to tell me out. Over... Dominic. Okay, thank you. Dominic. Wait, he pinned you. He pinned the IC champion. Sami Zayn pinned the IC champion. So shouldn't Sami Zayn begin a championship match very soon? Maybe. But Sami Zayn's moving on to the King of the Ring tournament. Where do I think this is gonna go? We'll come back to that very, very soon. But then we got the return of Nikki Bella. You can look, but you can't touch. You can't dream understand the above. And she's like, yeah, Evolution 2, rah, main event, yeah, rah. But then Liv Morgan said, fuck all that, because you don't said all these names. You said Stephanie Vacqua. She thought, apparently Stephanie Vaquer is French. She called her Stephanie Vacqua, not Stephanie Vaquer. You called out Stephanie and this person, that person, but not me. Fuck all that shit. This is why I got a man you don't. And it looks like we about to be headed towards a Liv Morgan, Nikki Bella match at Evolution 2. Now, this also could be one of two things. This doesn't necessarily translate to Nikki Bella versus Liv Morgan. This could be the start, but this could also go in another direction. I think, and I kind of hope it goes this way, I think there is a potential chance, because Liv Morgan is a tag team champion, we get Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez teaming up and beating up Nikki Bella, right? And it leads to Nikki Bella bringing back her sister Brie Bella, and we get the Bella Twins versus Liv and Raquel for the Women's Tag Team Championships at Evolution 2. That is a direction. Now, they could just do a singles match between Liv and Nikki, which is fine, but the bigger traction here is Bella Twins going after the Tag Team Championships. Because that is, when we think about tag teams, women's tag teams in WWE history that precede the Women's Tag Team Championships, one of the first teams you guys think about is the Bella Twins. Now, you might also say Lay Cool. You might also say the Divas of Doom with Natalya and Beth Phoenix. But everyone usually thinks the Bella Twins. So, the Bella Twins have also never been Women's Tag Team Champions because those championships came after they were long gone from WWE, basically. So, I'm just saying, if you want to put the titles, the strap on the Bella Twins, they don't got to hold it forever. They don't got to hold it for longer than literally a month. They can have to lose it back. Or you can have them go up against them and lose. They can lose. They don't got to win. But I think the money is in a tag team program, not a singles program. But we'll see what happens. Officially announced CM Punk versus John Cena at Night of Champions. I'll get into some other stuff later. They announced the matches for next week. We'll get into the tournament later. Then we got to Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this was a damn good match. And that was a damn good spear by Gunther. But this was shocker of the night. Jey tried. Reversal after reversal, counter after counter, spear after spear, splash after splash. Gunther made Jey Uso pass out and became the new world. Okay. I guess not. World Heavyweight Champion. To the shock of many. Yeah, I heard a lot of people making their predictions. Jey Uso is going to retain, but there's going to be a cash-in. Or there's a cash-in mid-match and Seth Rollins wins. Or Jey Uso retains, but an interference from Goldberg. Jey Uso retains, maybe it's clean, but what happens with Gunther if he retains clean? I didn't hear anybody say that Gunther was going to actually win the title back. Not clean, but he did. And it left me extremely puzzled. And I think it left a lot of people extremely puzzled. I don't know where we're going. Oh, I see why they took this post down. This is the IC championship. They used the wrong render. That's why they took this post down. But I'm going to still talk over anyway. I genuinely do not know exactly where we're going to go with Gunther as the World Heavyweight Champion. Especially because we did this whole multi-month program with Jey Uso and Gunther. Jey Uso chasing Gunther for basically 4 straight months. Match after match, loss after loss. I think he lost to Gunther 2 or 3 straight times. Right? 2-3 straight times. Only to get to WrestleMania, he has his moment. And I said before that Jey Uso winning at WrestleMania was more about the moment and less going to be about the reign. More about the moment, less going to be about the reign. I didn't say I wanted Jey Uso to have a short reign, but I didn't think he was going to have a long reign either, nor did I want him to have a long reign. It was more so about the moment in time. Him beating Gunther and becoming World Heavyweight Champion on the biggest stage there is. He got that moment, so, give him a little taste of what it's like to be a world champion, even though John Cena was world champion at the same time, so he never actually got the main event. Too many shows over John Cena, just one. Saturday night's main event, good on him. But John Cena also interfered in that match, so. Only for us to get to June. Jey Uso held the championship from April 20th to June 9th. Not even a full 2 months. A month and a half. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Or was Jey Uso's IC title reign also a month and a half? Let me check. I feel like Jey Uso's title reign was also 1 month and a half, but I gotta check. I think it was even less. We're gonna see. They uploaded that page real quickly too. Let's go to IC Championship, Dominic Mysterio. The range right here, 27 days. Jey Uso didn't even hold this title for a month. So I guess be happy that he got longer than a month. He got a month and a half this time. But Jey Uso was only champion for 50 days. 51 days. 50 days. I just don't understand. Are we ever going to actually invest in Jey Uso as a top guy? And again, we can't be too upset because he did get the moment. He did get the title. My big issue isn't so much that Jey Uso lost, because it was inevitable he was going to lose at some point, right? My issue was that, 1, his reign didn't even go 2 months. It went a month and a half. And 2, he lost it back to the same fucking guy he beat for it. The same guy that he was going back and forth with for a whole 6 months. He lost it back to him. What? This is why I'm confused. You did all this with Jey and Gunther, him losing 3 times, him getting back the title from Gunther, only for Gunther to get it back. And mind you, does anybody even have an idea as to what the long-term plan would be for Gunther after just getting it? Like, I I don't know. And I'm trying not to like go too far into the future. I try to live in the moment more so days as a fan, but it's puzzling. It's puzzling. Again, I don't think I'll be having an issue if Seth cashed in tonight and he won. Like, yeah, would I be excited and happy that Seth Rollins won by a cash in? Not really, because I don't think Seth Rollins needed to be Money to Bank winner in the first place. But I wouldn't be disappointed. I'll be like, okay, I get it. They're advancing along a storyline with Seth and Punk, or Seth and Sammy, or Seth's got shit going on, right? Seth got shit going on. Him being world champion, he's a top heel on SmackDown. Okay, I get that. But losing it back to Gunther doesn't make sense to me. We regressed. We have regressed because Jey Uso lost the title, which means Jey Uso will be in line to get a championship rematch. And for the love of God, I don't want to see another match. This may have been the best match they had, arguably. But do I want to see Gunther versus Jey Uso 5? No! No, I don't want to see a fifth match. No, I don't want to see a fifth match. Because I don't want to see Jey Uso lose again. Because then if you do another match and Jey wins, okay, well, dude, does Gunther get a rematch? Like, are they just going to fucking trade the title back and forth? What's going on? What's Jey Uso to do after this? You know, I don't want to say Jey Uso is a glass ceiling, but Jey Uso being Universal Champion, I don't see that happening. I feel like Jey Uso being World Heavyweight Champion might be his peak. And him not even getting a full, like... Again, I don't want to make this about the length of the title. Because if Seth would have won it tonight, I'd have been like, okay, I understand they went as defense with Seth. But even then, it's like, okay, Jey can chase back after Seth, right? You can have Jey feuding with Seth and Braun and Bronson and them. But in order for Jey to chase the title back, he has to chase Gunther. Give it a fucking break. I want Jey to feud with other people. Jey didn't even get to have a proper feud with Logan Paul. This was going to be Jey's first proper feud with Logan Paul. He had one match with Logan Paul that John Cena interfered in, led to a tag team match that also had interference, and then he lost it back. I just got raided. Sofa Dead, thank you for the raid. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Also, who the fuck does Seth cash in on? Both the world champions are heels? I don't know. I don't know. Seth could cash in on Gunther. It's not... It wouldn't be the first time a heel cashed in on a heel. It's not impossible to think that, but Seth cashing in on Gunther right now wouldn't make sense. Seth will have to hold on to the top to the briefcase a little bit longer, don't you think? Gunther didn't just win this title just to lose it to Seth Rollins in like a month. So unless Seth's gonna cash in on like John Cena, which, yeah, right. I mean, not impossible. They already planted the seeds tonight. But it just doesn't seem right. Seth Rollins being a Universal Champion? He's a Raw guy. He would have to take the title on Monday Night Raw or put Braun and Bronson and Seth on Smack. I don't know how that would work. Anyway, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. And I'm puzzled. And I'm just slightly upset with the idea that we regressed. We were doing so well with Jey Uso and his world title reign, only for him to lose it back to the same fucking person he just beat for it. I don't want to see Jey chase Gunther back for this title. Move on. Move on from this feud. Jey wants it back, fine. He can chase for that title back, but only after Gunther loses it. I don't want to see Jey chase it back from Gunther. I have below zero interest in a rematch. Below zero interest. Like I said, other than that, I thought Monday Night Raw was a great show. Ending aside. Before we end off this review, let's get into my predictions for King of the Ring, right? Well, maybe we can make 2 videos out of that. Let me make 2 videos out of that. All right, guys, if you're watching this, thank you all so much for watching my review of Monday Night Raw. I would give the show a solid, like, 8 out of 10, honestly. 8 out of 10, I would say. I want you guys to comment down below. Tell me what you guys would give this show. All right? Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all sometime. All right? Peace.